How to be attractive to women. That's a good topic. We can all learn from this topic. The thing is, I don't speak about attraction in a physical way, not just that way. That's easy to find. Just go on Red Pillar's page or just Men of Today. I'm sure that's all they talk about. What is it that they say? Mogging and facial procedures and hair transplants. That's easy to find, brother. We all know what to do if you want it to be more physically attractive. It's not really that hard. If you want to mask your face, well, that's an option. I just wouldn't recommend it. So anyway, if you're actually interested, brother, as we see, the people who were here just for the physical component have left. Because that's going to come, that's going to pass. Brother, you can attract a woman on your physical attractiveness, and I've seen it so many times and experienced it. But it's temporary, brother. I've never seen a country like the US where there's so many attractive people and so many attractive guys with, everything. They have the money, they have the looks, whatever you need, the height, whatever it is that women may like. And then their ladies cheat on them with a man who isn't anywhere near as conventionally attractive, doesn't have anywhere near the amount of success or the amount of monetary success, and they get cheated on. And so why is that, Gabriel? Well, brother, it's because they give them what the men of today don't have, which is the feeling of being a woman. And to do that, you need to be a man. And so we're going to work out today, how can we be a man that gets a lady genuinely wanting to follow us and to submit to us? I know that's a taboo word today. Oh, no. A lady can say, hey, I don't like this or whatever it may be. It's just when you're with the man that you want to be with, that's a natural thing that occurs. And so they can put some stigma on the word and say, oh, you're less of this or you're less than the man. And any man that looks at it that way, well, brother, you've lost the plot. And any lady that sees it that way, hey, I'm sorry, you've been misguided and misled. That's not what it is at all. So how can you be a man that a lady wants to follow? Well, you need to be a man that's being led somewhere else. Because if you're not a man that's being led somewhere else, how can someone follow you? How can I follow someone that doesn't have vision or that isn't moving forward towards something? How could I? It doesn't make much sense. So firstly, the number one thing you need to have is you need to have a purpose. We could say goals. It's just, goals are temporary. They'll last you a good year or, 5. It's just that fluctuates. Because within the purpose, you can have tiny goals within it. It's just with the goal, you don't really have room for different purposes. And once you have the purpose, the goals become clearer. They kind of just follow suit from having the purpose clear and ready and laid out. And that's the next part. I'm sure some of you may not have the purpose figured out, and that's totally fine. And to you all, I would say this. What is the thing that you are good at doing that people and others have said, wow, you're good at this? And what is the thing that you love to do, that you lose yourself every time that you are doing it? You lose track of time, whatever it is that you have planned for the day. You're just doing it and you're in a zone. You're lost in this space and it's just a beautiful experience. What is that for you? Because once you have these two things sorted out, that's an indicator of what your purpose can consist of. Because if for you, let's say that is writing, well, now we know that your purpose can consist of something to do with writing. Because I will say for myself, as an example, I lose, let's say, myself in a healthy way when I'm speaking, and also when I'm connecting with people and writing. These are things that I just do and I absolutely love to do them. And gratefully, those are also the things that I'm the best at myself. And so I knew, okay, my purpose has to do with people and aiding people in any way and connecting to them. And I know that. That's also what I'm the best at. So now that I have that vision here in my mind of, okay, my purpose is to help a billion people. Okay, now all these tiny goals, they come and they will get obviously filtered in and filtered out because I have the grand purpose already situated. So whatever it may be in your case, I'm sure a lot of you, right? Okay, let me look at it this way. Typically, my men are going to be more oriented towards scientific things and monetary things and things that involve some form of status that comes with it. And ultimately, brother, I could give you an example here. The thing is, there's so many of you. I can't really say what it is for you individually. It's something that you know. I mean, we all know it intrinsically. What is it? That's what you're always thinking about, brother. It's always on your mind, the thing, okay, I love to do this. And you know, at a certain point, at a certain age, around, I would say on average around 21, and in some cases, if you are, let's say, very good at something, or it just happens quicker, it may not even have to be that you're necessarily better, but it will be presented to you. You will have heard it from a younger age. That's typically what happens with sportsmen. If you play a sport, you're going to typically know that you're good at that sport from a young age because of the nature of the sport and of that purpose. So for you, you need to sit there, you need to do this exercise. You need to write it down. What is it that people tell me that I'm good at? What is it that I love to do? And so you write both of them down. And then you say, okay, what's a good intermediary here? I'm actually going to do it with you guys. If I had paper right now, I would do it. But let's just do it here. Okay. So let's say for you, what you love to do is you love to code. You love to program software, things like this, engineering things. All right. So that's what I love to do. I love to do engineering related tasks and coding. Okay. What do others tell me that I'm good at? I'm super logically sound. I really find the logic in the things. Okay. So I'm really good at logic. So things like arithmetic, things like that. And I've been told that that's something that the outside world has also seen, my fellow man. Okay. So what's in the middle of arithmetic and engineering? What could I do there? There's a lot of things, right? I could be a mathematical engineer. I could, for example, as far as both of those, engineering and logic, I mean, there's so many types of engineering fields. You could be a civil engineer, industrial engineer. I mean, you could be a teacher. I mean, a teacher actually sounds phenomenal. Because of this, the fact that you're logically oriented and people say that you are, means that you have conveyed it to them in a way that they can understand your logic. So that means you could be an excellent teacher. So yeah, guys, that's just a small thing here, right? I mean, I literally did it on my hand. But it's important that you do this exercise because step number one to being attractive to a lady and her wanting to be with you is to have a purpose for her to follow. So number one, all right. Secondly, let's just get out of the way. These are more of the, can be seen as vain, but ultimately, look, we are physical beings, so that does matter, at least a little bit. Okay, what you need to do, you don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to be incessantly jacked. You don't need to be taking steroids. You don't need to be doing none of this, supplements, none of that. All you need to do is look healthy. So you don't want to look you want to look healthy. You don't want to look skinny and you don't want to look fat. So you want to have a good balance there, okay? Just be in shape, right? And typically you want to have a good shoulder to waist ratio, like 1.65, something like that, I recall. Because ultimately, the muscle that women like, it varies, but typically it's the more protruding muscles. So like shoulder, back, chest, arms. But every woman likes different things. That's the reality. So if you're someone who has good arms, okay, awesome. Play to that strength of using your arms. So your physique should kind of emphasize your arms, if that's your strongest muscle. Or if yours are shoulders, your physique should emphasize that, right? So you want to look like you're someone that can defend her and protect her, brother. That's it. Because you can get a lady being a skinny person. Don't get me wrong, you 100% can. It's just, the nature of the beast is this. If you're a skinny guy and she's attracted to you, ultimately, brother, women love the most men who are respected by other men. That's who women love the most. That's what's the most attractive to women, is men that are respected by others. And just by the nature of the beast, brother, even subconsciously, we can respect you as people and individuals. But if you're a man that other men can feel, at least physically, that you're not very imposing in any way, there's just a different level of kind of respect there than there would be if you were a man that exhibited those traits. So you really want to just be athletic in a way. Train. Have something about you. Don't be a stick, and don't be just super like jacked. Don't be fat. So yeah, man. You want to have a well-rounded body. Okay, as far as that goes. All right. So after that, after the physical body element, okay, let's speak facially, right? I'm sure people care. Look, guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The face, to ladies, that's not that important, brother. Like, that one, that's more important in a lady, but in a man, that's not really that important, brother. So as far as face goes, look, if you're a younger man, let's say under the age of 21, okay, not having facial hair, that's fine. But if you're above 21 and you can grow facial hair, it gives you more of a masculine look. And, you know, at the end of the day, we are physical beings to an extent. So if you have a beard, you're going to be exhibiting something else than if you didn't. It just gives a tell and a show into masculinity that otherwise you wouldn't have. There's a reason that newborn babies are clean shaven and younger kids are clean shaven. There's a reason that at a certain age you start to get a beard, because you start to become more of a man. And ultimately, women are programmed to be with the man that can help them reproduce their genes. And typically that comes with experience. So a man that has a beard showcases that he has more experience. And I will say this too, because I have seen it in my family as well. There are handsome guys who are clean shaven. So if you have just the genes for that, and let's say you can't grow a beard, well, of course, it's just, yeah, I mean, let's say you are the exception in that way. You just have to understand that, okay, I need to be in very good shape, because obviously if you're clean shaven, you're going to showcase more of your body fat and things like that. So yeah, just need to be aware of that, of course. And yeah. All right. And you want to wash your face. Wash your face daily. It can be in the morning, it can be in the evening. Just a little wash, man. Just don't look like you don't take care of yourself. That's what you want to look like. Like, okay, I'm someone that, hey, I can take care of myself, so I can take care of you. Okay, so after that, right, you clean your face, all of this, all right. Then you just want to have haircuts, man, regularly. So whether that be every 2 weeks, once a month, I mean, at the bare minimum, once a month, man. At the absolute bare minimum, you want to do it once a month, because you don't want to look like you're not groomed at all, and the haircut is a big tell as far as that goes. So once a month, make sure to, hey, just shape up, line it up, whatever it may be. Minimum. Ideally, you want to be doing it once a week, because it just keeps you sharp. So anyway, okay, what's next? All right, so we have that sword, we have the face, we have the hair, we have the physical body, and we have the purpose. Okay, so last element of the physical, man, as far as things that we put on or things directly on our body, is clothing. So you want to dress in a way that signals that you are someone to be taken serious. So if you dress the baggy shorts in the more urban style of today, well, don't get me wrong, it can look cool. The thing is, most women of today feel that men of today are soft or feminine. And that's how most men of today dress. So subconsciously, if you dress like this, you're telling women of today that you are like the men of today. And that's not what women of today want. You understand? So you want to be different in that. Okay. You don't have to wear suits every day. However, wear a nice, long, button-up shirt. Just things you can put together. Even if you wear sweatpants or a jogger, make sure that it matches. If you're wearing a gray jogger, wear gray jogger pants. If you're gonna wear a gray, shirt, wear something that goes with gray. Typically that can be, black, gray, dark blue, and your dark browns, things like that. The darker colors, they go together. It's really easy to match. So you want to have that. If you have a nice little watch, I have two nice watches here. They're $40 a piece, guys. It's not like these are crazy luxurious items. And women don't really care about that, at least not at this stage, depending on the type of woman you're on in life. Okay, so after that has been situated, what would be next? All right, so we have that sword. We have the grooming done. All right, those are more the superficial aspects, guys. That's all of that stuff truly is just a bonus. You don't necessarily need that one. However, it can help. All right. So next, guys, let's speak about your mindset, your mentality. All right. So if I'm a lady and I'm a God-fearing lady, I'm a lady who wants to be with a person that can lead me, take me to where I'm being called to go. I'm someone that I can relax around. Okay. So you need to have a mindset predicated on fulfilling your purpose. They go hand in hand. So, brother, if you have a victim mentality, I don't know something more unattractive than that, brother. Let's take a moment. Good. We took a moment. It's out of your system, brother. Please. Victim mentality, no. No, brother. Because even as a guy, when I come across another guy that has a victim mentality, sure, I love them like my brother and my sister. It's just ultimately I know that there's not many things that you can achieve with the mindset like that, brother. Not many. So if you do have a victim mentality, okay, change that. Say, what is my victim mentality about? Is it the fact that I grew up without money? Is it the fact that maybe one of my parents wasn't present? Is it the fact that I'm fixated on the color of my skin? What is it? Okay, so you figure that out. You say, well, okay, this is the number one thing for me that I've always looked at, or how I grew up. Right. And you look at it and you say, okay, of this thing that's occurring, what are the strengths of this thing that I can take? All right. I'm going to use an example here. Let's say you grew up without financial stability and you didn't grow up in the best financial situation. All right. So you write it down. Okay, I grew up this. I had to struggle at various times here with meals at certain times. All right. So I have a strength. All right. So I had to endure and I had to suffer and I had to learn to really be grateful for my food and for my meals. And I had to develop patience because there would be times when the food just wouldn't come. Or I wouldn't be able to get the thing, or I wouldn't be able to go to the place because I didn't have the money. All right. So what do you say? Well, I know that I have a patience that other people won't have. And ultimately, patience makes almost all of the difference. Because there are people that pray for things, and the thing is on its way, And they never get the blessing because they gave up, because they lost patience. And you have that benefit. And you have also the benefit of being able to endure due to the fact of all those nights where, let's say, you weren't able to eat or you didn't know when you would eat. So that's a blessing and a strength. And all of that resonates off you, brother. That oozes off of you. Character, women pick that up like, man, like it's nail polish, bro. That's womenese, if you know what I mean. Character as a man is the most important thing. That's number one. Purpose and character. And I'm like, which one comes first? Shoot. If I'm being honest, the character comes almost first. I mean, if I'm being completely frank, guys. So that has to be situated and focused on. So change that mentality, okay? So you want to have that mindset. You want to have a winner's mentality, brother. Ladies don't want to be with losers. Do you know why? Because just like everything is predicated around reproduction, everything. Our drive as men is around reproducing, having sex. And women's drive is about reproducing, having sex. Indirectly, being in love. Okay, so winners are the ones who get naturally selected. Losers are the ones who don't. So if you have a winner's mentality, you're indirectly signaling, hey, I'm someone that would get naturally selected to reproduce again. Whereas if I have a loser or victim mentality, I'm showcasing that I am not the man that would have that mentality, and I would not be the man chosen to reproduce and to carry our lineage together, you and I, and to protect you. So you don't want to have that, brother. Change that. Okay. So we have that squared away. All right. So we have the mindset gone there. Changed. Okay. So the next thing after mindset, man, and we've covered quite a bit of topics, a lot of these. If you have these squared away, you're almost going to be, you're almost good. Okay. And this is the final part here. Look, you need to be someone that she can be safe around. And safe in every way, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So that encompasses a lot of things. If she has to be and feel safe around you, well, what can we do to give her that feeling? Well, you want to be in a relationship with Christ and with God, because that's going to keep you grounded, and that's going to give you safety. And if it gives you safety, it'll give her safety, brother, because she's getting it from you. Of course, her relationship to God as well. It's just, as we know, her relationship to God takes her to believe in you, brother, and to follow your lead. So that's very important. All right. So once you have that situated, okay. And here's a part that they don't speak on and that I see far too often with men of today, man. Brother, you guys are emotional, man. And not all of you. And I'm not saying it as a shot. I'm saying it because, man, it's so important that you understand that, bro. Like, the amount of times that I've seen it where a lady and a man are in a conversation and the man is the one that is just completely emotionally out of control. And she's kind of leading the conversation and this and being the emotional metronome. And that's so unattractive, bro. And it's unattractive not even for the conventional way. It's unattractive because ultimately it puts her in her masculine. And if you're with a godly lady and a lady who wants to be a feminine woman, they don't want to be a man, bro. So as a man, you need to provide that stability. If you want her to open up to you, of course. Because if not, you're in for a rude awakening when it comes to your relationship. So, yeah. And how do you get that? I mean, look, you get that by doing difficult things in life. By doing difficult things in life and building endurance. So for example, like we said, if you didn't eat, well, in the beginning, you probably were frustrated, but after a time, it becomes a muscle. So now you don't get frustrated as easily, and that is obviously going to aid you in your emotional regulation and how you manage these things. If something occurs out of schedule, or you're late, or you lose a potential business deal, well, you have the resistance. You can feel the emotions, guys. I don't want you to think, oh, no, emotions are bad. Emotions are incredibly important. Just don't let them rule your life. Let them come and let them pass. Like, oh, this is here. Okay, and I understand it. Let it pass. Because also what you want is you want your partner to be able to feel just grounded around you and for her to be herself. So if she's feeling an emotion, she wants to be able to be herself. Like, I can do this and I can trust that he can handle it. Like, he's a man. I don't have to sit here and temper back my own emotions so that he doesn't lose his mind or something. Because that builds emotional safety. And I mean, that's what women want to feel around you. So yeah, gents. I mean, this has been a really nice talk. And I hope that a lot of you were able to get a lot from this video, man. Because truly, I found myself really reaching in the cobwebs and getting everything out that I possibly can. And if any of you have any more questions or, comments about this, whatever it may be, guys, my Instagram, Gabriel Hoggard _. I'm a one-on-one coach. I'd be happy to help in any possible way at all. And also, guys, I'm still learning myself. I'm not married just yet. These are just things that I picked up on the journey. So as I learn more, I will be happy to inform you all and speak about them. So yeah, guys, much love. It's been an honor to really speak with you today, and take care. Deuce.